about continuing this journey and trying to do whatever we can do to be the most dominant team in the southern part of the United States of America.
Art, is it disappointing at all that you do have several guys that are going to miss spring with injuries and stuff? Or is that really. Just more opportunities for other guys?
Well, I mean, it's just part of this time of year. You know, I mean, guys get hurt in the season, they got to get fixed up, and you know, so you let them mend, and then we'll get ready to go in August. But it will give some other guys some opportunities. But we got a lot of guys that need opportunities, you know, anyway. It just opens up a couple more doors. But you know, it'll all take care of itself.
What do you hope to accomplish here in the first couple of days? I
think just be fluid. You know, find out we got the right people in the right spots, because that's always the most critical thing. You know, where you place your personnel kind of determines their opportunities for success. So we'll make sure that, you know, we feel like we got our guys in the right spots. You know, defensively, offensively, and then, you know, we'll hit a few special teams. But you know, the main thing we want to do is just, you know, get back and roll. You know, get back on the field, get back and get after it, and have fun playing the game we all love.
Is it nice to get back out here after the way last season ended, to kind of wash that away?
I mean, I thought it ended, you know, pretty well with what happened throughout the regular season, and that's, you know, that's the way we're approaching it. You know, we certainly learned a big lesson down in Phoenix, and that's, you know, what it's like to be the hunter of the hunted. You know, now we're the hunted. I mean, when they're sitting around at other Big 12 schools, you know, they're talking about what can we do to have a chance to beat Baylor. I mean, so that's the thing that we have to understand, and the way we're going to approach it is, you know, we're going to fight our tail off to be, you know, even more formidable. I mean, we got the bracket or the belt around our waist, and it's buckled up pretty tight. You know, it'll be a struggle to get that sucker off of us. I can promise you that.
How important is this going to be for the defense since you're replacing a lot of key guys?
It's critical. I mean, it's critical every year, because you know, it's just you got to be great on defense. We have a great football team, and that's where we won the Big 12 last year, because we played extremely well defensively. But you know, we've been recruiting. We got good guys. We got 7 guys in the midterm that we're going to have a chance to look at. So you know, that's why you coach, that's why you play, and we'll find guys, because we're not going to take a step backwards anywhere. Football, you know, offense, defense, special teams. We're not losing ground.
We saw when guys went down, it was the next man up, and they well performed throughout the season. And so I guess it's going to be like this. You guys lost a lot of people, but it's the next man up now.
Yeah, and we got good people, you know, to be the next person up. So that's what's encouraging. I mean, it's not like we're, you know, going out and trying to hustle somebody up off the street. I mean, we got guys that have been in our program that are ready to play and ready to contribute, and you know, that's the whole thing. I mean, we have guys now that are going to have an opportunity to help this football team win. That's what excites me.
Are you excited to kind of get a pulse of this team of beyond Briles, who the leadership is among the players?
Yeah, you know, that'll all take care of itself. I mean, the great thing about being a leader, it's like I tell our players, you want somebody to listen to you, produce. You know, I mean, you can get out there and scream and holler and be the best guy in pregame, but, you know, if you don't produce during the game, nobody's going to pay attention to you. So it's all about, you know, being productive on the field, and that's what will determine who our leaders are, because that's who everybody's going to lean on.
It looks like that the new rule is not getting a lot of pushback. At least just wanted to get your thoughts again on them trying to slow down. Obviously, something you guys do extremely well.
Certainly, you know, more stable minds took over. You know, instead of emotional, instead of operating with emotion, we're starting to operate with intelligence, and that's the way you should always make decisions. You know, that's why I wait 24 hours before I do anything, because you don't want to make decisions based on emotion. You want to make them based on facts and intelligence. And I mean, somebody tell me what's wrong with the college game right now, and I might, you know, sit over in the corner and debate you a little bit, because I think it's in really good shape.
Art, with the holes you have on the offensive line, will that be a group that takes a while to maybe kind of gel, or?
Zero. I mean, I appreciate your drive for perfection, Jerry, but I mean, we feel like there are no holes. You know, we feel like we've got some guys that are, you know, geared up and ready to go. Of course, you know, we lost probably the most dominant run block in the United States of America last year in Cyril, but, you know, we got some guys that, you know, just been eating bread, you know, and they're ready to get a big slice of meat and go to work and fulfill their needs. So these guys, they're anxious and they're ready to defend our title.
Coach, last year in the first half of the season, you got a lot of your backups got to play a lot. What's that going to mean for you coming in this year?
You know, I've said it many times. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but you can't buy experience. You got to live it, taste it, feel it. And those guys got to have experience in big games, you know, in games that matter, conference games, and contribute to conference games. So, you know, that's something that, you know, that's certainly a great benefit for our football team and a great benefit for those players individually.
finally seeing that stadium across the way, knowing you're going to move in there? Is that add a little extra motivation, little extra push at all?
You know, it certainly has, you know, without question. I mean, when you're fixing to walk into the nicest, you know, football facility collegiately in the United States of America, that's a big deal. And our players are anxious to get in there. I'm anxious to get in there. Our fans are anxious to get in there. And what it's done is just unified, you know, this university, and it's made Central Texas and Waco, Texas a hot spot to be.
Is there anything specifically you want to see from Briles this spring? Just, you know, I mean, how he can grow?
Just, I mean, poise, leadership, perfection, guttiness, you know, fearlessness, you know, determination, you know, unwillingness to accept anything but the best that he can do to lead our football team on a daily basis.
Javonte McGee is back out here again. Is he, you know, coming back? Is he the kind of player that can come out and help you think?
Immediately, yes. I mean, you know, slow guys don't get fast, and fast guys don't get slow. You know, good football players, you know, great athletes are great athletes and good football players. So, you know, he's a great athlete that's, you know, come back with a great dedication, and it's really, you know, it's heartwarming to see somebody, you know, have vision, have focus, have dreams, and then have a chance to fulfill them, and that's what he's got.
Do you also get the sense that he might have grown up a little bit during that time away from you guys?
I mean, I think I'm still growing up, you know. So I mean, I think that's just part of the process. As long as you're, you know, breathing air, you better be growing up. You better be getting better, or you're going to be getting beat. So it's certainly been a benefit for all of us, you know, and we're anxious certainly to see what he can do this spring and next fall for us.
Or does Trayvon stay at tight end? Is that a final move for him? Or?
It is for this year. Okay. It is for this year.
Just a need, or?
He's good.
Yeah.
We need for him to be good at the position that fits him. So yes, it's a definite need because it fits him perfectly.
Davion,
I think he's in for a breakout here.
Davion starting out a wide out.
Yes, it's starting to stay in. I mean, that's all we ever recruit him as. You know, and he is a dynamic receiver. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all transpires here in the next few days too.
Coach, it's going to be a whole new defensive backfield coming out this time. Have y'all had a chance to think about any of it yet?
These guys played a bunch. I mean, you know, X-Man's played, Tyler Stevenson's played in the past. You know, Orion played a bunch this year. You know, Bert Score's not going through the spring. You know, Freaky T or Terrence Singleton's a guy that can step in there and play. Ryan Reed, Pat Levels. I mean, we got a bunch of guys that are really good football players going to have a chance to showcase their skills. So that's the best part of it. We're not going to get slower, and we're not taking a step backwards. We're going to continue to climb this football team. I mean, we like the belt. We're going to keep it.
Thank you.